Like I said last week, I got a couple of really cool Sega Saturn games from my buddies over at Pipe Dream Games, and anytime I get something like this, I love to show it off because, I mean, A, I'm a physical game collector, and B, the quality is just so good. It is just, like, phenomenal. So I want to show you guys these games because, I mean, hey, you know, if it's something you like, you could reach out and get yourself one. But I will say today's is a little weird. It's another game I haven't heard of, just like the video I had last week. But this one's funny because apparently it's really called Linkle Liver Story, but the I guess like weird translation or whatever has it as Linkle Liver Story. Regardless, let's check out Linkle Liver Story on the Sega Saturn. So I am upset with myself for not having known this game sooner. This game is cool as hell, but let's get into that in a second. First off, like I said, Linkle Liver Story. It's Linkle River Story, apparently. I don't know. Call it what you're going to call it. Pipe Dreams Games, they always knock it out of the park. Just like I said last time, you know, here's their label on the barcode. Full color. It's really cool. I mean, it has this really nice back art, you know, really nice spine art, so you can have it on your shelf. And I know that the disc is going to be good looking. I know it. And there she is. Pink, shiny, glossy, real nice. Real nice. And here's the book. This book's a little thicker than the last one. But like I say, full color cover, full cover back with a little ad for Panzer Dragoon 2. You know, Pipe Dream Games watermark. I'm always going to point out that kind of stuff as I see it because, once again, these are games that didn't come out here, but in the world of collecting, you never can be too safe to make sure that people know that this is a reproduction or a custom game of some sort because, you know, the market's wild and you don't want anyone being bamboozled. This one is full color, the manual, so I assume that probably the original one was as well. But, yeah, pretty neat. Wow, look at that. A lot of really cool art. It has the controls, some of the sprite stuff, and I cannot wait to talk about this game because this is a game that surprised the hell out of me. I wish I'd known about it sooner. It looks like this one is compatible with backup RAM, so since you have to play this, once again, I'm always going to state that these kind of games you need to have a pseudo Saturn for, but if you're playing on a Sega Saturn, you probably already have a pseudo Saturn anyway. Like if you're playing one and you know, I'm recording this 2022. If not, then man, you are missing out. Go get one. You need one, pretty much. But anyway, you go through and they have different stuff talking about the weapons, effects, which is basically like elements, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. And yeah, you can like level up weapons, you can do certain things with them. It has different types of weapons, which are cool. Each one has different speed and range and power. Yeah, I mean, the characters are pretty neat. The game itself is pretty fun. I love this book's art. It's just really, really nice, really nostalgic. I also love how he puts the notes in. Yeah, so it's real kind of legit, and the limited warranty and all that stuff. Just so like it feels real, of course. Puts reproduction on there just to be safe, even though this game does not exist in America. But that said, let's talk about this game a little bit. This game is another game that I am kicking myself for not knowing anything about. It is like a Zelda. It's like a Secret of Mana, not Secret of Mana. Yeah, Secret of Mana. It's like top-down action RPG. It's really, really cool. I like this one because they have the different weapons, but they don't work like items. It'd be like if Zelda, you could switch out your sword for different swords. They also have like an elemental feature where certain swords or weapons can have elements, and you can kind of use that to counteract enemies and bosses, which kind of brings a whole new depth to the thing. Once again, I said this in the last video, but I wholeheartedly mean it. The Sega Saturn was like the pinnacle of sprite-based gaming. You know, at a time when everyone was going 3D polygons, and this game has some 3D polygonal stuff in it, but you know, it's one of those things where everyone else was like, hey, we're jumping on to the next newest thing, and then those things maybe have not aged as well nowadays. But this kind of graphics is like, here's the highest high point you could possibly do, and because of that, like, they've aged really well. You know, a really good example that's maybe more mainstream would be like some of the early Guilty Gear games, right? Like those are still sprite based, you know, on the Xbox and stuff, and they just look phenomenal. You know, King of the Fighters did that too, and it's really, really like well shown with these games on the Sega Saturn. But this game, very, very fun. I mean, the graphics are great, the gameplay is awesome. I mean, it's like Zelda plus plus, you know, it's like Secret of Mana, Secret of Evermore. I mean, you're really gonna have a good time. Once again, if you just want to play this game, you know, of course you can go online and download the English patched ROM and play it on your computer, but this is something more for collectors, for people who like to have physical games in their library, people who like to play on actual hardware. This is who that's for. And that's me. And so I'm always glad to get stuff like this, and anytime I do get something like this, whether I buy it myself or like in this case I'm gifted it, I always like to show it off to you guys because it's something worth looking at. And you know what, once again, Chris, thank you so much for sending me this. This is an awesome game. It's a really awesome game, and I can't wait to keep playing it. So like I was saying, if you are a fan of the kind of top-down action RPG, you know, Super Nintendo era games, this is totally for you. The fact that it is like this 32-bit like powerhouse machine running it. Once again, I said this in the last video, it's like the 32-bit era was like 3D time, right? You know, that's when we're jumping PS1. That's when we're getting all this kind of stuff. And then, you know, you come in with sprite-based games, and they are just like the most phenomenal version of a sprite-based game you can get. So, once again, I have the information down below of how to get a hold of Pipe Dreams Games. If something like this interests you, like I said, it really interests me. His quality is super duper high, and I love that you can get games that we never got in America with the translation patches, and you can run them on your actual hardware. But hey, you know, once again, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this stuff, because, you know, if I keep getting more of it, I'm going to keep making videos, and if you guys enjoy it, you're going to be seeing it. So anyway, like I said, let me know what you think down below. Hey, that's going to do it for us today, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. It'd be very awesome. My next couple videos are actually going to be on the Siege convention, which I've gotten back from. I had some real good fun there, so you're gonna love that stuff. And then shortly after that, we'll be back to Game Pitch, so I look forward to sharing that with you. But as always, my friends, take it easy.